Hi. So you'll never guess the title of this one. Nintendo of America really did suggest giving Pikachu large feminine breasts at one point. So a recent viral Reddit post claimed that when Pokemon was being localized for the overseas market, the staff at Nintendo of America proposed a design of a Pikachu with huge breasts. However, many of the users pointed out that the story was likely based off of mistranslation and that the post has since been removed by the moderators of the subreddit due to the information being not verifiable. However, Japanese media outlet Gamespark went to investigate whether the claim was actually true, and they suggest that the huge breast bit may not be a mistranslation after all. Well, alright. As many Reddit users claim that there was a possibility of the Japanese word mune, which could mean both chest and breasts, being mistranslated given the context, GameSpark searched for the original source of the statement. They found an old interview from the Gold and Silver era in which the Pokemon Company CEO Tsunekazu Ishihara stated an interesting episode about the time they were trying to localize Pokemon for the US. When I first showed Pokemon to them, they told me it was too cute. The staff at Nintendo of America suggested that their own designs for the characters. I won't show those illustrations to anyone as long as I live, but they kind of look like characters from the musical Cats. For example, Pikachu was changed into a character shaped like a tabby cat with huge breasts. At this point, it's not clear whether the Japanese mune simply refers to the pronounced pecs or feminine breasts, but the continuation gives important context. The interviewer proceeds to ask whether the preceding design was like those girls who do Pikachu cosplays at anime conventions?
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
Ishihara replied, yes, exactly. They presented that kind of design to us for real. I thought it was interesting in a sense of appreciating such cultural differences. However, I did not want to compete in the overseas market with that kind of thing. Now, based on this exchange, GameSpark suggests that the Pikachu could have boobs story wasn't a misunderstanding and that Ishihara was actually shown a Pikachu design reminiscent of a sexualized cosplay. On the flip side, during Nintendo's financial results briefing in 2008, the late president Satoru Iwata stated that during the initial discussions regarding bringing Pokemon to overseas audiences, with the explanation that monsters should look stronger and scarier. GameSpark notes that this statement contradicts what Ishihara said in his interview, suggesting that there are possibly two different designs presented by Nintendo of America, or perhaps the design had both the features mentioned, muscles and large feminine breasts. It seems, though, like those illustrations were quite traumatic for the staff at Gamefreak and Nintendo, so it's very unlikely that we'll ever be getting to see them. Now, I don't think we're going to see them at all. I honestly believe that. I could believe that there maybe was a large muscular Pikachu that's kind of like the it reminded me of the SNL skit with Fernando, where Billy Crystal was dressed up as Fernando and he's talking to Hulk Hogan, and he's like, I love how your boobies go bop bop bop. I'm like one of those types of deals. But you know what, a sexualized like female version of Pikachu, whatever, I could see that being a thing. Now, Digimon went in that direction, and you saw how that turned out. People post Angel Woman and Devi Woman or whatever constantly. Digimon Tamers had Renamon, and there's a lot of furries that were really into Renamon. I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, that was some weird shit. Anyways, thank you for joining for this. See you next boss fight. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. Based on the exchange, GameSpark suggests that the Pikachu could have boobs. Based on this exchange, GameSpark suggests that Pikachu could have had boobs. Based on this exchange, GameSpark suggests that the Pikachu could have boobs. Oh God, it's hard for me to do this.